This week on StarCap, the ceiling bed, fish flood Clarendon, Wolmer student killed, Kingston Tech student fatally stabs another, Vybz Kartel engaged, and in the Dear Pastor review, young lady telling lies on me. Star fam, I'm Chanel and welcome to StarCap, a recap of the big stories that lit your attention this week. While Hurricane Ian opted out of its Jamaican vacation, the rainfall and winds that were traveling with it definitely touched down. So much rainfall, in fact, that Clarendon resident Dwight Burgess had to tie his bed to the ceiling to avoid the floodwaters. What's worse is that this is not a new practice for him. He told the Star as soon as it started raining, he knew he was going to have quite a time. The flooding is awful enough, but I can't get the mental image of this 50-year-old man just yeeting his mattress into the ceiling out of my head. Clarendon never have no luck this week, because while Burgess was matching how to sleep in the ceiling, residents of Rocky Point were sharing their yards with schools of fish. Clive Reed was among many who woke up on Tuesday morning with his entire yard flooded with fish he calls tiki tiki. He told the Star since the storm, the pond he now calls his home is a breeding ground for both mosquitoes and frogs. Lad. The Wolmers High School family is in mourning this week after 15-year-old Raheem Shaw was fatally shot and killed by his father. Reports are that the elder Mr. Shaw opened fire on a person he thought was an intruder entering his home at 3 o'clock on Wednesday morning. However, the target turned out to be his son, who he thought was sleeping, re-entering the house. The tragedies this week continue with the death of 17-year-old Kingston Technical High student Michion Campbell, who was stabbed by her schoolmate on Thursday afternoon. While there are no details as to what led to the altercation between the two fifth form girls, our sources have confirmed that the fight began a day prior to the incident. At the time of this recording, Campbell's assailant is in police custody. Even though dancehall artiste Vybz Kartel has been behind bars for well over a decade, he's still managing to find love. The world boss is now engaged to his Turkish sweetheart, Sidem Ozturk. The London-based social worker made the announcement during a Fox 5 New York interview where she admitted the leader of the Portmore Empire popped the question during an authorized prison visit over the summer. Let me just remind you that Cartel is serving a life sentence for murder and is still finding love. What's your excuse? Cartel was reportedly transferred from the facility where he was being held following the airing of the interview. In Dear Pastor this week, young lady telling lies on me. This 35-year-old Star reader says he's being accused of fondling his 16-year-old niece-in-law at a dead yard. According to him, after attending a wake when they were all tired, he couched on a bed in a small residence where the girl and others were already sleeping. The next day, the young lady complained to her mother that he fondled her during the night. Though he vehemently denies this happened, he is concerned if he doesn't go to Christmas dinner in December, he'll look guilty. I don't know, sexual assault is so serious. Would you go to the dinner or are you just done with everybody altogether? Comment below. That's it for this week's StarCap. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Jamaica Star and on Twitter and TikTok at Jamaica Star. I'm Chanel. Until next week, keep reading The Star, the people paper.